This segment is sponsored by Solelytics.
Solelytics provides unique solutions for unique feet. Joining us today to share more about Solelytics, Brian Atchison, owner and certified podorthist, and Kayla Furrow. She's a user of the Solelytics. It's great to see both of you. Thanks for making time to come in.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Let's start with you, Brian, and talk a little bit about who you are and what Solelytics is all about.
Right. So I'm a certified podorthist. Not many people know what that is. We specialize in foot assessments, gait analysis, orthotics. A big piece of what we do is footwear. Mm-hmm. So in relation to a podiatrist, if you were to be prescribed an orthotic, we're the ones that build it, modify it, fit it.
It's incredible. I wasn't familiar. So to have that area of specialty where you're able to evaluate, see what adjustments need to be made, and then work to make these changes, that's where Solelytics comes in.
Yes. And, so I started my company with a few, to be unique. So I'm mobile. Mm-hmm. So I go to my clients, so I make it convenient, affordable. Orthotics can cost a lot of money, and people don't need to spend a lot of money to, live a pain-free life and live their best life.
A lot of folks are really excited to hear that. You're coming out, you're being able to do these assessments one-on-one with them, super personalized, and as you said, finding unique solutions for unique feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kayla, you are one of the individuals who have benefited. We were talking before we got started. You've been using Solelytics for about 4 months. Let's talk about where you were, what was addressed, and how things are.
Yeah, so I've had hip pain since I was about 11 years old and tried a lot of different things, went to a lot of different people, and nothing ever really helped long term. And so I met Brian, and, he pitches such a great sales for what he does, and he's super knowledgeable. And I said, you know what, let me give this a shot. So he did my whole gait analysis and everything and taught me a whole bunch of stuff about my feet that I did not know. And he got me some of his insoles, and I started wearing them, and it's really changed things for me. Yeah. I'm a home inspector, so I'm on my feet all the time walking around, and the past 4 months, my hip pain has gone from like an 8 or a 9 down to like a 2 or a 3. So it's really been an incredible experience for me.
Your livelihood depends on being able to do that, as does life, getting in and being able to enjoy the everyday things in life. Brian, let's talk a little bit about what the experience is like. We've heard the gait analysis and deciding how to rectify that. What's the experience like when you come out to see folks?
Right. So, once we have an appointment scheduled, they take about an hour. I do a minor foot assessment. Gait analysis is just, looking at the way you walk and figuring out what your feet and ankles are doing, all the way up to your hips and your shoulders. Then we decide on the orthotic solution that's going to be best for you. And then I do a shoe analysis. So I want to see what you're wearing, what size it is. And then within a day or two, you're going to get footwear recommendations from me. I do a lot of education. So I don't feel like, we do a lot of teaching. So I want to teach you about your feet. I want to teach you about shoes, about orthotics, so you can make decisions on your own.
Absolutely. And it's great to have this conversation, too, with Kayla, because we're seeing this has been something that you've dealt with for quite some time. And then to be able to have relief and have that benefit, what you are doing as your career is huge. Brian, are you seeing folks of all ages and maybe folks who are athletes, folks who are, in their career, and who all can call?
Yeah, I see a wide mix of people. I can deal with high schoolers. I work with 30s, 40s, 50s, in any profession. Right. I'm going to be working with a group of hairstylists here in a couple weeks. In 3 weeks, I go back to Colorado to continue work with a manufacturing client. So if you have foot pain, I can help you.
That says it all. Brian, nice talking with you. Kayla, thank you so much for sharing your story. We're going to share some information so folks know how to get in touch. For more information on Solelytics, call the team 804-821-1321 or visit the website solelytics.com. Connect on social media at Solelytics.